today we are making white chocolate chip macadamia nut cookies, and this is a copycat of a Subway recipe. I absolutely love these cookies. I'm going to leave the link down below in the description, and I'll also leave the list of ingredients because I've changed these slightly for this purpose. So the first thing I did was I combined the flour with the baking powder and the baking soda. Then I took the sugar and the melted butter, well, I'm doing that right now, and combining that together because those things do need to get mixed together. Now the sugar that I am using is just raw sugar instead of the granulated sugar and the brown sugar, because I just like that flavor just a bit more. And then one of the things that I have always found that when doing this is you want to add the salt to that mixture so that that way it has a chance to get thoroughly combined and mixed up, which is always really handy. Once that gets going, then it's time to add the eggs. The eggs should be added one at a time versus just throwing them all in there. But the big thing is to make sure that you are getting everything, scraped and combined and all of that fun stuff. And also on this one, make sure that the head of, if your mixer tilts up, make sure that the head is in the lockdown position so that way when you add the nuts and the white chocolate chips, you don't have any problems. So then once all that is in there, and like I said, make sure to give this a good scrape, because if you don't, you're going to have parts that do not work well together because they're not combined thoroughly. Once that is all combined, then comes the fun part of adding our flour mixture. This can be added very easily, but it does need to go slow. Hopefully you won't be as messy as I am with this, but you need to get that in there mixed up well. And you also don't want to overmix it, because if you overmix it, your cookies can come out tough. We don't want tough cookies. That would be bad. So then once that is in there, then I can finally add our white chocolate chips and also our crushed macadamia nuts. These can be crushed or chopped or a combination of the two. I like them, personally, I like them chopped better than I like them crushed, because if you chop them, you have less of the whole super fine macadamia nut pieces in there. I want to have an actual piece of a macadamia nut when I bite into my cookie, but all of these things do need to be thoroughly mixed in before you even think about starting to scoop that out or anything. So we get this all thoroughly mixed in, and then once we have that all thoroughly mixed, then we can put this on our baking sheet. Now the one thing I will tell you is you will want to preheat your oven to about, let's say about 350 degrees, but this is after, and I want to stress, after you have done the whole, put them on the baking sheet, as you can see here. Then once they're on the baking sheet, you want to chill these for an hour if you can. Now, if you can't, that's absolutely fine. You do not have to, but it does help to, with the spread of the cookies. I didn't make these super huge. I just used my cookie scoop to get them out of there. So yeah, then we will go ahead and get all the cookies onto the tray. Let's speed that up and get that going. once those have been refrigerated, I did, like I said, you didn't have to, but I did let them refrigerate for about an hour. Then I put them into my preheated 350-degree oven so that they can bake. You are going to want to bake these for about 11 to 13 minutes until they are done. Once those 11 to 13 minutes are up, you want to carefully remove these from the oven. Remember, your pans are actually hot. Yeah, so getting these out of the oven, I was being very careful. Then I did have a second tray of those to go in. Don't know why I used the pot holder on a cold tray, but hey, I did. Put those in. Here's the important part. Remember to let these cool for a little bit before you take them off the sheet. If you do not, the cookies will not come off the sheet really easy. I am using a silicone mat to do these, but you can use whatever. And as you can see, since I let these cool, I let them cool for about 2 minutes. I go up to sometimes 5, but once you do that, you can let them cool and then put them onto the cooling racks, which makes life so easy, so wonderful, so that the cookies can then get nice and crisp. If you're wondering why I didn't do what I did with my chocolate chip cookies, if you haven't seen that recipe, I will link that, because I realized that I didn't want to have to bake these in the morning. So like this way, if I want a warm chocolate chip cookie, I can just pop it into the microwave, or a warm white chocolate chip macadamia nut cookie. I can pop these into the microwave for a few minutes or a few seconds and get this done. Not for a few minutes. Oh yeah, by the way, these pans were really hot and that was kind of stupid. So yeah, there was that. Then once the second tray was done, it was time to take those wonderful cookies out of the oven and then let them cool, so that way we can see what our final cookies look like. White chocolate chip Subway macadamia nut copycat cookies. That taste. Actually, I think these taste better. They are very light, very flaky. I like you can taste every individual piece. The white macadamia nuts. The macadamia nuts, white chocolate. Those are good. I think these look really wonderful. At this time, I would really, really love to thank these wonderful people who are my Patreon supporters and also my channel members, because these are the people who really keep this channel going. They help to offset some of the expenses from this completely over-the-top staycation experience that I am having. They give me ideas, suggestions. If you want to help this channel, you can like and share this video, or become one of the channel members or one of the Patreon group, because that way you get these videos early most of the time unless something weird happens. And you also get a behind the scenes vlog, which really shows you what went on to set up this whole thing. It's really fun to do. It's a great place to learn about things and see what goes on to sort of make a channel actually run. If you're interested in that, go ahead follow the link over to there. If not, you can just like and share this. Like I said, that really does help the channel. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know what you thought about this down in the comments. Thanks.